Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge EOS One Light Bath Sconce. This is the 201330. Hubbardton calls this a bath sconce, but you can use this anywhere, obviously. I think this would be dynamite in all kinds of different applications, hallways. It only comes out 5.1 inch from the wall, so it's great for a low projection fixture that you have to walk by. It's also good for other places like, I would say, a dining room or flanking a fireplace. So don't think you just can use it in a bathroom. They just want to make sure you know it's safe to use in a bathroom. And that leads me into the question on finishes. You'll notice on our finishes help guide, we have a lot more finishes that's offered than what this is offered in on that pull down menu. And that said, we can often do these in custom finishes. And if I am going to be doing that, most likely it's going to be an outdoor coastal finish because of the way the metal is on this. If you guys are looking for something like the bronze or dark smoke and you don't see it up there, let's say you want to pair this with a chandelier in a dining room, right? And you want it to be bronze or dark smoke or something like that, drop me a quick email and say you're looking at the 21330 and you want it to be in coastal dark smoke, which looks identical to interior dark smoke anyway. I'm going to take your email, I'm going to send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department where it's going to come back to us with an answer, and then it's a little more time and money, but we do it every day. I can't absolutely guarantee it, but like I said, I've already done it on a lot of these bath fixtures without a problem. Okay, let's move on to something else. So let's talk about glass on this really quick. Hubbardton Forge only uses the best hand-blown glass they can find, and this is a beautiful piece. It's a very thick teardrop. I don't know if you can see the bottom of this, how beautiful it is. And anyway, two little holes on the side, and basically it's going to be going, there's a bracket with two little screws, and it just goes in like that. So it's a beautiful fixture. That's why I thought this would be really nice, like flanking a fireplace or in a dining room, because you can dim it down and it would just be really beautiful. Let's go on from there, and we'll talk about kind of more on the size of this. So backplate on this is going to be 5.5, and it's really from this point to this point. When you look at it from the back, you'll notice it's a little indented. The mounting plate is what's going to fit right inside of that. So really important that you should notice those little details. If you guys are cutting holes in shiplap or something like that, that the back of this is actually a little smaller than the front. Keep that in mind. Matter of fact, why don't we just measure it for fun? So that's coming in almost about 4.5. So it does indent in the back quite a bit. And this little mounting bracket, side to side, is coming in at like 4.25. So again, little details you're probably going to know, and you can always shoot me a quick email and just ask me these questions as well. Mounting height, which is going to be the distance from the bottom of the glass to the middle of the outlet, middle of the J-box, is coming in at 6.4 inches. Again, something you should know. When we get into what's inside of this, actually before we go there, let's talk about the installations instructions, because it's a great way for you to see more about the back plate and how it's set up. If you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you how to put the glass on, which is super simple. It's going to show you how the mounting bracket fits into the back, and there's little screws on top and on the bottom, so it all sits nice and snug. But it's going to show you the inside drawings of this fixture as well as a parts list, so it's good for you to see that. So take advantage of it if you can. Now let's talk about what's going on inside of this. It's going to be using what's called a medium base socket, and that's the bigger socket that we've used all our lives. When you get into bulbs, it's recommending this. This is a type B bulb, because remember, you have to be able to get it into this hole, right? And you can't get like a big type A bulb. It's not going to happen, obviously. So you want to do this. You want to do a type B, and you can do this this is a torpedo, and they also come in flame tip. So this is a flame tip version of it too, which also might be kind of cool looking. So yeah, pretty cool. This is an incandescent version. This is an LED version. If you want to go incandescent, you are maxed out at 60 watts because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. If you guys want to do LEDs, most of these are going to be probably 60 to a 75 watt equivalent max that you can find out in the marketplace, but that's a lot of light coming out of a light like this. It's also clear glass, so you're going to want to put this on a dimmer. It's a dimmable fixture. That's going to be pretty important. If you're using it in the bathroom, you can get these frosted too, so you really don't see the filaments inside. This is what's called a what is this called? Well, it's an LED, but it's not a cob. It's a phosphorus LED. That's what those orange lines are. So it looks pretty cool inside. It has kind of a retro look going on. I think I got this at my local hardware store, but you can get these at even grocery stores start selling these things, and CVS pharmacies have this kind of stuff in stock now. But you can get them pretty easily all over the place. So remember, it's going to be a Type B, either a torpedo or the flame tip. And then when you're getting into the color of the light, that's going to be super important for you guys, especially with this because it's clear glass. If I am using this in the bathroom, I would not go for a 2700 Kelvin. That's that super yellow light. It's not going to make you look very good looking in the mirror. If you want to, the same thing, don't go for daylight. Daylight is going to be 4000, 5000 Kelvin. People think daylight is a warm light, like the setting sun. It's not. It's a cold hospital waiting room light. So shy away from that one too. That was at 4000, 5000 Kelvin. What you really want to look at is probably going to be a bulb that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. The bulbs above me, this nice warm light that's casting on me is 3000 Kelvin, and that is considered warm light. It looks good if you're going to use this in a dining room or a hallway or a living room. It looks great. You can dim it down. If you want to use it in a bathroom, it's going to cast a nice warm glow on you without being too cold or too hot. So just kind of zero in back to that 3000 Kelvin and you should be fine. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.